The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
And a good Friday morning to you, and welcome to the show. Senior producer Ryan Nicholson in charge of things this morning. Guarantee Bank Hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. We are in the Jarrett Construction Studios as always, right on time, right on budget. Visit jarrett-construction.com. License number WV030133. Phone calls to the show. Service of Guarantee Bank, 1320 Kanawha Boulevard East in Charleston. Texting services provided by West Virginia's finest men's store, Tony the Taylor, Virginia Streets in Charleston. Summer hours for Tony, Mondays 11 to 3, Tuesdays through Friday 10 to 5, Saturdays by appointment only. Tony's normal hours will resume on September the 8th. Check out bestmastertaylor.com or Tony's Facebook page, and don't miss all the new WVU and now Marshall stuff that has arrived at Tony the Taylor. Welcome to the show, Friday edition of the show. Meteorologist Brian Hughes says the fog's burning off and there's at least a slight chance, we got to mention at least a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm today. Less humid though. Highs are going to be in the mid-80s, clear and calm tonight. Shouldn't be too bad for high school football. Lows are going to be in the low 60s. We'll start off your Saturday with some fog, otherwise sunny with a high in the upper 80s, and sunshine and warmer on Sunday with a high around 90. Sunny and hot into early next week. Temps each day in the low to mid-90s. You can download the Metro News television app to follow Brian and his team of meteorologists and follow along on social media as well. Well, if you thought there was a lot of scuttle about the feud between Senator Jim Justice and Governor Patrick Morrisey, well, the Kanawha County Commission said, hold my beer. We'll have more on that coming up a little bit later on. Plus, there's an organization that's been doing a lot of great things in the community for years in southern West Virginia. They are now expanding their services into Kanawha County. We'll talk about that. Plus, our friends Tricia and Carol from the Charleston Distance Run will stop by. A little high school football talk, and, of course, your calls and texts. Guarantee Bank Hotline 304-345-5858. Tony the Taylor text 304-935-5008. Let's bring in our good friend Angie Gillenwater, Kanawha Charleston Humane Association, with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, brought to you by Almost Heaven Interiors, located on D Street in South Charleston. Angie, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here.
Happy Friday.
I know, finally.
I don't know, though. I mean, you guys got a lot of stuff going on, including kegs for canines over at the Red Carpet tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But first, let's get to our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. As always, picture posted, Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and the WCHS Network Facebook page, and Dave Allen on X. Angie, tell us about leopard shark.
So leopard shark was brought into KCHA as a stray. She was found hiding underneath someone's car with her two siblings. She's about 2 months old. She's not spayed yet, but she will be before she goes home, so don't worry about that. And she's a kitten, so she will likely adapt to any type of lifestyle you got, whether you have kids, other cats, dogs, some other third thing. So she'll likely adapt pretty easily to any home life.
She's a beautiful, beautiful kitten, and again, you can see her picture we have posted on there. It's kind of a unique color, kind of a taupe, I mean, how would you describe it? You've seen her in person. I haven't.
So that color pattern is called a lynx point. So the tabby markings are where they would be on like a Siamese cat. So those are called points, and depending on the coloring they have there, it's a blank point. So she's lynx point.
Well, and the great thing I have found in my experience with cats, if you get a cat that is that young, you can pretty much mold them into whatever you want, I mean, because cats have this reputation, and everybody says, well, they're standoffish and so on. Well, I mean, they're like dogs or anything else. I mean, it depends on how they're raised. Now, cats do have a little bit of that. I'll give a little bit of attitude from time to time, but I mean, the cats that my wife and I have are both the most loving cats in the world, and they're always around us, and at 2 months old, she could probably learn to be that kind of a cat, or probably to do well with dogs or kids or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I always tell people, like, if you don't like cats, you've just not met the right cat yet. Because when you meet the right cat, it will totally change your opinion on cats and how they move and operate, if you will.
Yeah, the only thing is, and I guess dogs are this way too, I greatly question my decision to be a cat dad when at 5 a.m., 7 days a week, I'm greeted with a cat. So sleeping in, not happening in my house. I mean, it's probably the same if you have dogs too. All right, tomorrow's the big day. Kegs for Canines at the Red Carpet Lounge. Are there tickets left? Can you get them at the door? What's the story?
There are tickets left. You can purchase tickets at the door as well. But to make sure nobody, that we don't sell out before tomorrow and you get to the door, I would go ahead and purchase them now if you plan on coming. But as long as we have tickets in stock, you can purchase them at the door.
And it starts at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And again, this is a great, great event over at the Red Carpet Lounge on Elizabeth Street in Charleston. Kegs for Canines. You'll have the caravan there with some pets that people can look at adopting. We actually have seen pets adopted on site in years past. How much are the tickets, by the way? I probably should ask that.
You asked me too fast. I believe 50.
Okay, it's all available on your Facebook page and on your website as well. And of course, the Red Carpet Lounge, great place. You got if you want to go inside because it's going to be a little bit warm tomorrow. You can go inside. You can stay outside of the Tiki Bar area. There's college football this weekend, so the games will be turned on. It's just a great event. You got giveaways of all kinds. It's one of your 2 or 3 really signature events of the year, Angie.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's the easiest way to help our shelter pets. You come, you enjoy your evening, you drink beer, you pet some dogs. And like I said, all proceeds go to help animals that are still in our care at KCHA. So by far the easiest way to help us out.
Now, if somebody wanted to stop by and because I know we talk every week about how you folks are always in need of the foods and the blankets, towel, whatever. Can people just drop those off there? I mean, will you accept donations?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have the caravan trailer with us so we can haul any amount of donations back with us. So if you simply want to just stop by, see the animals, and make a donation, you can absolutely do that as well.
I do want to mention you have a drive-through vaccine clinic I saw today, right?
We do have a drive-through vaccine clinic from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Fix Charleston is hosting that at Pet Supplies Plus in St. Albans in the parking lot. So if you just drive to that parking lot, you'll see them, and you can get some core vaccinations for your pet for free.
There you go. So if that's been what's holding you back, you can do it free today. And, Angie, I love the relationships you guys have with our friends and businesses in the community. I saw that you were doing something with Artistic Creations, custom tattoos and piercings.
Yes, Artistic Creations, they came to us and thought of a very unique way to give back to their community. So essentially, if you donate an item to the shelter, it can simply be just one thing. But if you make a donation to us at KCHA and mention their name or the event that is going on, we give you a voucher, and Artistic Creations is going to give you a free tattoo, which is absolutely just like one of the most unique things I've ever heard, and a great incentive to get our community involved. And I want to talk about, I saw you had some really, really good-looking T-shirts with the folks at Ellen's Ice Cream. Talk about that. We love our relationship with Ellen's. This is something that's a few years in the making at this point, but Ellen's has a shirt simply for our partnership with KCHA, or their partnership with KCHA. All proceeds of that shirt and all sales of that shirt go back into helping shelter pets, just like your Kegs for Canines ticket does. And Ellen's also hosts our Doggy Day Out visitors for pup cups and just like a cool place to relax. So we're also very thankful for our relationship with Ellen's. Now, can you get those shirts at Ellen's or on your website, or where do you get those shirts? You will get those shirts from Ellen's. Okay, Ellen's. And all the more reason with the weather, the hot weather that's back in the forecast again, for you to go get some ice cream there. All right, this is your final opportunity to sell people on coming out and joining us for Kegs for Canines tomorrow. Go. All right. So as somebody who has enjoyed Kegs for Canines for the last few years, live music, also a DJ this year, which is really fun, that we're having both of those. Again, drinking beer, petting dogs, getting to help shelter pets, and all for the price of $50. Every single cent of that goes back into helping shelter pets. It's supposed to be a nice evening, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., so you're not going to be out very late either. And we're picking the list of animals to bring with us as we speak, and we have some cuties that you do not want to miss going to the event with us.
And that's a big part of it, because as I said, I have seen in the years I've done this event, Angie, I've seen people come in just to hang out and they leave with a friend. And that's a pretty cool thing. And it's all happening tomorrow at the Red Carpet Lounge. You get details on your website and also on your social media as well. 4 till 7. Steve Animal and I from 98.7 The Mountain Wild and Wonderful Classic Rock will be down there. Angie's always looking forward to seeing you, and we will talk again. I'll see you tomorrow, but we'll talk again next week. Thanks a lot.
Sounds great. Have a good one.
All right. Our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, again from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association, leopard shark. And I failed to ask about the origin of the name. Ryan, is that something you could, leopard shark, anything? And okay. Because occasionally Angie and Ryan kind of live in this world where they talk about things I don't know what they're talking about. But that's not one Ryan can help me with. Leopard shark is a beautiful kitten, 2 months old. She was found with her siblings hiding under a car. She's young, so she'll probably be able to adapt to any situation or family. She's not spayed yet, but she will be before you take her home. Go over to Dave Allen Radio on Facebook or the WCHS Network Facebook page, or at Dave870 on X. Take a look at leopard shark, I should say. Beautiful, beautiful kitten. I mean, it really is a beautiful kitten. If you're wanting one that's got a little unique color to it, as Angie said, go get this cat. It is a beautiful creature indeed. And that is this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. And it's brought to you by the folks at Homeless Dev Interiors. Family owned, proudly serving the community for over 50 years, specializing in custom blinds, shades, shutters, upholstery, and beautifully crafted sewn goods. Homes to hospitals, classrooms to commercial spaces. They can do it all. Access to the top designer fabrics and smart motorization options as well. 516 D Street, located in South Charleston. Coming up a little bit later on the show, we're going to get into this Kanawha County Commission situation. We have stories posted about it online. Very unique, to say the least. If you thought we were going to have a county commissioner to replace Lance Wheeler after the meeting, well, you would be mistaken, because they didn't get it done last night, and we'll talk about that coming up a little bit later on. Also, Charleston Distance Run, a little conversation about that too, and I'm going to introduce you after the break to an organization that's been doing, awesome things in southern West Virginia for a number of years, and now they've expanded into the Kanawha Valley. We'll talk about that when we come back on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for shopping locally.
Break up with your current bill. It's not you, it's them. And they're expensive. New Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber customers can combine Fiber 500 Internet and a line of mobile for just $59.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fiber 500 Internet for $29.99 per month and Simplicity Plan for $30 per month plus taxes and fees. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Frontier Fiber Internet and Verizon Mobile customers in select areas, mobile and home discount enrollment required. $100 installation charge and additional terms apply. $30 per month includes switch discount. Additional terms apply.
They say roads are made for journeys, not destinations. And now that I'm retired, I make a point to journey as much as I can. But when night driving became a challenge, my son and I decided it was time for a doctor's visit to ensure my safety behind the wheel. I was worried, but instead of restrictions, we discussed solutions to make sure I can continue on my journeys.
Aging can alter how we drive. Take charge of your safety and independence by evaluating your driving skills regularly. Learn more at StaySafeWV.com. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Having issues with your home like wet basements, water in your crawl space, bowing or leaning walls, or foundation cracks? You need Foster Construction, your foundation repair experts. Locally owned and operated, Foster Construction offers free inspections and estimates and has a licensed professional engineer on staff. Their services include basement and crawl space waterproofing, foundation repair, and retaining walls. Call 304-776-6263 and get started today. Online at FosterConstructionWV.com. Foster Construction. They'll fix it right the first time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to the show. It is 9:23. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Line, brought to you in part by the Charleston Dirty Birds. They continue their homestand tonight. They're taking on Lancaster. Going to be a busy weekend at Go-Mart Ballpark. You can bring your dogs out tonight for Bark in the Park. Tomorrow night, we talked about on the show yesterday, a celebration of labor with the West Virginia AFL-CIO and the Building and Construction Trades in Charleston and West Virginia, with fireworks after the game. Then on Sunday, Family Fun Day, 12:34 first pitch. Kids 12 and under get in for free. Check out dirtybirdsbaseball.com. I want to tell you about an organization organization that I've known about pretty much my entire life because it got started in Logan County, but now that they've expanded into Kanawha County, it's called Pride Community Services. Kari Boggs is with the group, and she joins us this morning in the JR Construction Studios. Good morning, Kari. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Tell us what this organization does.
So, for Kanawha County, what Pride offers for individuals and families is a different number of things through our case management. It can range as any kind of barrier they may have. It could start as small as you have a utility termination notice, or you get an eviction and you're in that little bind where you just need that little help, that little push to get you through. We can assist with that. And we can even help with employment support. So say if you're starting to work and you need steel-toe boots, certain tools, different things that are needed for that first day of work, we can help facilitate that and get that ordered for them. We even offer bus passes. We're even working on vehicle repair. We know that there's a lot of barriers in Kanawha County, and we're working on to improve and create new programs that can help fill those gaps.
So how long has this been up and running in Kanawha County?
So Kanawha County is pretty new. I want to say we're coming up on a year of actual direct services. We've been in Logan County since, about the 50s. You
were actually giving me history that I didn't know, because the radio station I worked at in Logan, we had a great relationship with the folks at the Pride program. We did live broadcasts with them, had them on my show down there, and I was telling you, I said, look, I'll be 56, next month, and this organization has been around since I was a kid. You were telling me, though, the background that I didn't know. Give the folks some of the background on how this thing got started.
Yeah. So Pride Community Services started in Logan County actually as a women's club. It was called the Women's Club of Logan. They helped the local minors and the families involved with a different number of things, shoes, clothing, really anything that if they're in a bind. But when 1964 came around and Lyndon B. Johnson did the War on Poverty, they actually became the first community action agency in West Virginia. So they've been operating as Pride Community Services since then, and they've grown into a huge help for Logan County, and we hope to achieve that in Kanawha County too.
I mean, I've seen firsthand the thing that they do, and it'd be easier, Kari, to give a list of things that they don't do, because as you said, I mean, they can help if somebody's been hired for a job, and they don't have what they need for that job. There are opportunities, as you said, I got to have a set of tools. I got to have steel-toed boots. I got to have whatever. They can help with that. I'm not going to go out and say that they're going to guarantee that you're going to get that, but they're going to at least help you in that process.
Yeah, we do an eligibility screening. There's a couple of things that can make a person qualified for our services. So we always encourage people to either call the main line to see if they're eligible for that assistance. And you can always apply online on loganpride.com. And we're also hiring, too.
Okay, what are you hiring for?
Well, we are hiring for 2 different positions. The first position is a program support specialist. That would be the person that actually screens the clients for eligibility and applies for the services and checks on them through our case management. We're also hiring through the LifeBridge AmeriCorps. We're partnership with them to help with financial literacy, case management as well. And they can always apply online at loganpride.com through that as well.
It is a fantastic organization. I mean, it really, really is. And I've seen firsthand the things that it's done for people of all ages. There's a lot of senior services involved. I know in the one in Logan. Do you have that here in Kanawha County yet, or are you working on that?
We are working on that. There's a lot of programs that we are cooking and trying to help facilitate fairly soon.
Well, and then, again, you're just getting it kind of up and running here. And, I mean, they've got about a 60-year head start on you down in Logan County. But it will definitely be used, I'm sure, a lot here in Kanawha County. Do you have a physical location in Kanawha County?
Yes. We're inside the American Job Center down on Leon Sullivan Way. It's right near the Capitol Market, so it's a pretty central location, and it's really useful because there are other agencies within that same building. So one person may use us for one service and may go down to, for example, Workforce West Virginia, Workforce Development, Jobs and Hope. There's a lot of different agencies that work together and collaborate to help this person get through whatever they need to achieve self-sufficiency.
Kind of a one-stop shop, you might say.
Yeah.
In your time of being there, and I know we don't want you to mention names or anything, but what? Give me an example of some things that you have seen firsthand.
Firsthand, we've helped with the different people, different walks of life. The one that's affected me the most in a really positive way is we help somebody get out of a domestic situation. We were able to help them get into a shelter. We were able to help them move it and get that along to get them out of that dangerous situation. And along with that, we kind of helped them with some bills and everything. We try to help with just more than one thing while we have them in our office. We know that there's so many different facets to barriers, and we want to try to tackle as much as we can while we have them, because a lot of people don't realize the barriers in their life is so normal to them. They don't even realize that it could be resolved. And so we were trying to help people see themselves and see the potential.
Sometimes people have been in a situation, Kari, for so long that it becomes the new normal, to use an overused cliche. Mm-hmm. And they think, well, this is what my life is going to be. And it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you can rise above that, rise out of it, and with the help of a family, your peer groups, people around you, and services like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. A lot of people don't realize the situations they're in or they're normal. Mm-hmm. And we're going to help, show them that there's more to life than just that.
Right. Talking with Kari Boggs again, Pride Community Services, 929. Energy demand is rising fast. A meeting that starts right here in West Virginia. More than 75 years of experience, TC Energy proudly operates a 2,300-mile Columbia gas transmission system, investing in local communities, supporting jobs, and helping deliver the reliable natural gas that powers homes, businesses, and industries across the state. Because when West Virginia grows, America grows. TC Energy, energy connected. Learn more at tcenergy.com. Do you have volunteers that you need for the organization? Because I know that was a big part of the one in Logan. They were looking for folks just to come and volunteer to help out a little bit.
As of right now, I've not gotten word of that, but that doesn't mean that's not going to happen in the future. Mm-hmm. Especially as we're going to open more programs, and we are also looking if somebody needs in-home services. So that could be something.
Like what kind of in-home services?
So in-home services are for people, seniors or people with certain disabilities that want to stay in the home. They don't want to have to move into a nursing home. Our goal is to keep them in their house, help them be independent. There's a worker that would come and help them with bathing, clothing.
Just kind of checking on them.
Just checking on them.
Yeah.
And we're hiring for that position for direct care workers, but a family member can actually be hired to help that individual, so they can get paid to also take care of them. Because a lot of people, they're in positions where they've got to help their family members, and they have to quit their jobs. They have to work completely around that.
You can't do it all.
Can't do it all. So we're also there to help with that too.
All right. Give us your website for more information or social media. What's the best way for people to contact you?
Best way for people to contact us for a different number of things or even just information would be loganpride.com. And also our main phone number, which is 304-752-6868.
All right. Well, now that you're here in Kanawha County, you may have to get a new website. You realize that, right?
I know.
Because
we get that a lot. You've
been there for so many years, and now you made the decision to expand your services over here. I mean, who knows where it goes from here? Because you have success here, it goes to Clay County, Roane County. Who knows where it goes next?
Oh, absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Kari, very nice to meet you. And I appreciate you being on the program here today. Because as I said, when you folks reached out to me, I said, yeah, I'm very familiar with this program because it started in Logan County years and years and years ago. Now it's expanded to Kanawha County. You folks just do some amazing things. I appreciate you being here.
Of course.
Thanks a lot. Hang out with me here just 1 second. It's 28 minutes away from 10 o'clock. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by the all-new Generations Ford of Hurricane. Check out generationsford.com. We're going to take a break and talk a little Charleston distance run. Plus, we'll get into this Kanawha County Commission situation a little bit later on in the show. Back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses live to make life better for you and your family.
According to Feeding America, over 7 million seniors nationwide were food insecure in 2022. West Virginia is no different. Hi, I'm Jason, President and CEO of Union Mission Ministries. For 113 years, Union Mission has focused on helping people in need. Right now, our senior citizens need our help. That is why Union Mission is partnering with local senior living facilities to get food delivered directly to those in need. Will you help us reach more seniors? Visit unionmission.com to learn more.
What if the market drops after you retire? What if healthcare costs continue to rise? What if you outlive your savings? If these questions keep you up at night, you're not alone. And you don't have to figure it out alone. I'm John Burdett with 4th Avenue Financial, and I specialize in retirement income planning. Let's turn your what-ifs into a plan you can count on. Schedule your free consultation today at 4thavenuefinancial.com. 4th Avenue Financial, retirement done right.
Securities offered through Jenny McCole Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Jenny McCole Advisors Incorporated.
Under the Friday night lights, it's GW at Spring Valley. The Quantum Party Rentals pregame starts at 7 on 580 WCHS.
Welcome back to the show. 26 away from 10, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. What are you doing?
I'm not seeing it. I'm not hearing anything.
Well, just, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It's fine. You're good. You're right. What about now?
No.
What have you broken?
I don't know. I just moved.
Stop touching buttons.
I did.
This is every time the girls come into the studio, we have this. We may have a little short over there. You don't need to wear the headphones anyway, so you're fine. You can take them off there. All right.
Okay.
Charleston Distance Run is coming up September the 4th and 5th here in the capital city. Our good friends Tricia and Carol are here to talk about. Hey, how you doing, girls?
We're doing great.
We're off to a great start. So the distance run is coming up. It's next week.
Yes.
All right. Talk about it. Either one of you.
September 5th is the actual race day, in Saturday, and we're hoping for good weather. Our packet pickup is Friday, September 4th, down at Haddad Park, and that starts from 3 until 8. So come on down, and we have a kids run at 6:30.
And that's why we say, because, when we had you girls on before, we were talking about it being September the 4th and the 5th. You think even for you guys, that's a long run. Okay. But there's a lot of activities that go on your packet pickup days, you said, with the kids run and so on and so forth. Talk about that.
We have pasta party to get everybody carved up for the race. And we also have, like Carol said, the kids run. So that's pretty fun for everybody, as well as, getting your packet and your bib, and there's a sign making station so you can stop by and make some cheerful signs to root on your favorite runners and walkers.
And the Charleston Distance Run's been going on for how long?
53 years.
53 years.
Yes.
And it started, I know a little bit about it, and talking to you folks and some other people as well. I mean, what can you tell people about the early days of this thing? Because it started out a lot smaller.
It did. It kind of, when they started the regatta, they wanted a little extra things to go with it. So they asked the community, and some gentlemen went through the community and ran, and the course that they came up with was 15 miles. And so that's how it kind of became 15-mile race. And over the course of the years, we've had numerous famous people have ran it. And so Jeff Galloway is, we're kind of honoring him. He was our first official winner in 1973, and he passed this year.
Oh, okay.
So he's very well known for a run-walk training down in Florida, and he's written many books and went on to be a really wonderful athlete. So we're kind of honoring him on our T-shirt this year.
Yeah, the shirts are awesome, Dave. I mean,
just step in a little closer here to me. The microphone.
Yes, sorry.
You're fine.
The T-shirts this year are awesome. They're more than, I don't know, there's just so many cool parts of the T-shirt. And on the back, we actually have the 15-mile course.
Okay.
And so it's a little bit different. Actually, it's really different than any of the shirts we've done before. So.
All right. Take us through the actual route, the race route.
The actual route.
Yeah,
so on Saturday, September 5th, if you hear any of these places, please come out and join the fun and activities and cheer on our runners and walkers, because all that energy is very helpful. We start at the Capitol Complex at 7:30. Both the 5K and the relay and the 15-mile all start at the Capitol Complex. We are very fortunate to have Brady Campbell, the former Mountaineer. He will start us off. Vinyl Village, DJ Mark Davis will have some live music for us, and we have so you go down the boulevard at Dunbar Street. The 5K will turn right there, and they'll end up on Virginia and work their way over to Laidley Field for the 5K. But the 15-mile, we end up turning at the new TCI Energy building.
Clendenin Street.
Clendenin Street, and then we turn down Virginia, go across Southside Bridge. We work our way over to 119, and we go up that mile hill.
Also known as Punishment Hill.
Yeah.
Punishment Hill. Okay.
It's very long.
And we turn left on Oakwood, and we eventually get to Loudon Heights and go down Loudon Heights Road, come back to Southside Bridge. We work our way. We kind of go down Virginia. We go through the Capitol Complex. We are very fortunate to have University of Charleston students throughout our packet pickup and through our race day, through their labor of love volunteers. So we will have the University of Charleston's men's basketball team out there helping us cheer them on.
And they're awesome, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they were bringing the party down at the Capitol Complex. Like, they were like shouting and screaming and like pounding the ground. I mean, they were on it. And we were like all on, we were loving that.
Yes.
So bring that back.
So we end up on the boulevard. You make a right back on on Clendon Street. We basically find our way back over to Piedmont and eventually
you'll
to
find your way back.
Lately.
You won't get lost. There'll
Okay.
be plenty of people out there.
How many people do you get on average that take part in this?
Right. I think I checked last night. In all is 665. But back in the day, there was well over 1,000 people.
Yeah, we currently have some other runners that we know of. We have about 700, over 700 right now, cumulative.
And they come from everywhere. I mean, they're not
Yes.
this is not just Charleston folks. They're from everywhere.
That is correct. We have a lady from Hawaii, Florida. So we have quite a few people.
Puerto Rico this year, too.
Puerto Rico.
And a lot of these people don't really necessarily have ties to the area. I mean, they just hear about it, they read about it online, and they say that sounds like a cool one to do. Because there's a lot of people that do that. They just say, well, this sounds like it'd be. They look at the race route and they think, well, this one in Indianapolis looks like it'd be fun. Well, we'll go to Indianapolis and run a race.
Well, and also because 15 miles is kind of rare. There's only one other 15-mile race in the country, and I've done that one too. It's in South Dakota, but it's definitely not as cool as this one. It's 2 turns basically, and it's so 15 miles is definitely rare because usually you have the half marathon, which is 13.1, or the marathon, which is 26.2. But the 15 miler is like the sweet spot. It's right before you start crumbling, or I should say before I start crumbling on a marathon. So the 15 miler is a good, it's good because you got the 13.1, you can do that if you've done a half marathon, but those 2 last miles can be just brutal. I mean, because you want to be over with.
Yeah.
And the last 2 miles are sometimes the hardest, but you can do it if you just put your mind to it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, now, do you still need sponsors? I mean, can you still take on some sponsors here?
We can always take on sponsors. Our T-shirts are printed and our signs are
But
printed.
there's so many ways that people could help, too. As you said, volunteers and things of that nature. You talked about the buy-in from the University of Charleston. That's great. But, I mean, you could always use more volunteers, I suppose, right?
Yes, and we could always use, if someone has a boombox and they would like to be on the course, they can put their boombox out there, encourage people.
Their boombox.
That's right.
Wow.
We're old school, Dave.
I mean, I get called old school a lot, but they're boombox. Are we going to put down cardboard for breakdancing as well?
If they want to, that would be
bad.
great.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Why not? Why not? The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you in part by Pinnacle Consultants, helping to identify environmental concerns, asbestos, lead, mold, indoor quality issues in buildings all across the state, providing inspections, testing, and accredited lab services you can trust. Check out pinnaclecorp.net, helping you understand your environment, because what you don't know can hurt you. So where can people learn more about the distance run? Because it is coming up again, and we'll run down the list of activities, but where can people learn more about it?
CharlestonDistanceRun.com, and that will pull up our website. It's a run sign-up website, so CharlestonDistanceRun.com. We also have Instagram
and the Facebook.
Okay. Well, and you've got a boombox, so we want to make sure that you're on MySpace as well.
Blare it.
Get that out there as well. Girls, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. We wish you the best of luck with everything next weekend. We'll put a call into meteorologist Brian Hughes to hopefully we can get some decent weather, out there.
I would
Bring
appreciate
the fall
that.
weather, Dave. humidity. Okay.
I don't know about that. We had that earlier this week, but I know by like mid 90, it's going to be like in the mid 90s by Wednesday. But we'll hopefully by next Saturday, it will be a little bit better.
He could even bring like a little bit of a shower because we're okay if we're out there running. We need a little cool down.
Absolutely. We had a text that says, "Wow, I remember the days back when regatta was still 10 days. That the Sunday Daily Mail newspaper had one separate section that was just Charleston distance run results."
Yes.
I remember that as well. Well, hopefully we keep getting this thing bigger and better. We'll get it back to that as well. Appreciate you both being here, Tricia and Carol. Thanks a lot.
Thanks you so much. Appreciate it.
Everything will be going on next week, 9:44. We will take a break. Get into this Kanawha County Commission situation when we come back on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for supporting local small business.
Your Putnam County Assessor's Office is mandated to ensure your real estate is evaluated properly and fairly. This year, their field personnel will be in the Winfield town first, and then move to Scott District to revisit homeowners. Plus, new construction in the county will be assessed. They will be in marked vehicles and will have photo ID and business cards. If you have any questions about this process, visit their website at putnamcoassessor.com. That's putnamcoassessor.com.
What if your next job came with smiles, purpose, and a front row seat to the future? Putnam County Schools is looking for school bus drivers. You'll receive training, competitive pay, benefits, and a family-friendly schedule with most weekends and holidays off. Every morning starts with a simple hello, and every afternoon ends with knowing you helped students arrive safely. It's more than driving a bus. It's making a difference every single day. Ready to get behind the wheel? Join the Putnam County Schools Transportation Team. Visit putnamschools.com to apply today. Your route to a rewarding career starts here.
Break up with your current bill. It's not you, it's them. And they're expensive. New Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber customers can combine Fiber 500 Internet and a line of mobile for just $59.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fiber 500 Internet for $29.99 per month and Simplicity Plan for $30 per month plus taxes and fees. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Frontier Fiber Internet and Verizon Mobile customers in select areas, mobile and home discount enrollment required. $100 installation charge and additional terms apply. $30 per month includes switch discount. Additional terms apply.
When's the last time your bank made your life difficult? If you answered that right away, it might be time for a change. Members Choice West Virginia Federal Credit Union is ready to give you the experience you deserve. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we're member-focused first. That means lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and voices and faces you know and who truly know you. Plus, with a full suite of financial tools, accounts, loans, and products built to fit your needs, we've got you covered every step of the way. Learn more at memberschoicewv.com today. Federally insured by the NCUA. Additional restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the show, 14 away from 10. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Line brought to you in part by Husson's Pizza. This month, get a large 18-inch pepperoni pizza and an 8-inch chocolate chip cookie. $23.99. Find your local Husson's for delivery, pickup, or dine in at Husson'sPizza.com. High school football got underway last night in the Mountain State. Continues tonight with a few games tomorrow as well. On our broadcast schedule tonight, we have George Washington traveling to Spring Valley. That game tonight here on WCHS and over on 96.1 KWS will kick off our season of Herbert Hoover football as the Huskies will take on Fairmont Senior. And of course, after the game, year 25 of high school game night with Fred Persinger, Dave Jacklin, all the scores and interviews from around the state. Then tomorrow we have our coverage of West Virginia State football on 107.3 The Beats as the Yellow Jackets will take on Chowan, and that is coming up tomorrow afternoon. Later today, Metro News Midday Friday means we put another great eatery in the spotlight on the lunch spot. Mark Curtis will stop by. Jeff Jenkins with the news. TJ Meadows is here. Some severe flash flooding yesterday afternoon and evening in the Martinsburg area. We'll get an update on that. Attorneys Dante DiTrapano and Jesse Forbes will stop by. Jack Carlson will get us ready for the weekend in sports. And, of course, Open Line West Virginia, Metro News Midday, 13 News, and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me, powered by Salango Law. Now, on this show Monday, it's Monday, which means we get a visit from Danny Jones. We'll talk to Kanawha County Commission President Ben Salango, and Beth Goodland will stop by. She is from the Kanawha Valley Academy of Learning. I want to welcome into the show now Kanawha County Commission candidate on the Republican ticket, Jared Page. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So about this commission meeting last night, let me set the stage. You ran for commission as a Republican, and you won your primary.
Correct.
You'll move on to the general, where you do have Democratic opposition. All right, well, let's put that aside for a moment. Republican Lance Wheeler resigned to take over as director of the Ambulance Service Authority. So we're down a commissioner. Commission President Salango and Commissioner Tennant couldn't not decide on a replacement, so the Republican Executive Committee sent 3 names to Tennant and Salango to choose from to fill out the rest of Wheeler's term. They used what's called the strike method. We talked about this on the show. Your name, Edward Burgess, and Austin Gessel were the 3 names.
Correct.
Prior to the meetings, Salango and Tennant. So the way the whole strike thing worked, just so you know, there's 3 names on there. And Salango goes first to strike one because he's the commissioner with seniority.
Correct.
And then Natalie goes and so on and so forth. All right, so the names were Edward Burgess, yourself, and Austin Gessel. Prior to the meeting, Salango and Tennant get letters from Gessel and Burgess stating that if they are chosen, they will not accept the job. So we're at a standstill right now, I guess. So where are you in all this?
Well, Dave, I think you did a great job explaining that. There's been a lot of confusion about what actually transpires and how that goes. So I appreciate you doing a good job explaining that. There were a lot of shocks last night at the Kanawha County Commission meeting. Candidly, what was not a shock was Commissioner Tennant once again playing partisan politics and refusing to follow the will of Republican voters and selecting me as the interim commissioner. This is the second time that she's had that ability. She had the ability to follow the will of the voters. She has not either time, which that's her prerogative.
But will of the voters,
yes,
you mean because you
won the Republican primary, and this was a Republican seat for the listeners. This
had to be
a Republican.
And it had to be from that district, too.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, and for those out there, I know I have not won an election. A couple of people have made comments. I've not won the election. I'm not claiming to do that by any stretch of the imagination.
You still got
I am correct. Yeah. I am the Republican nominee, and stark contrast to what she said a few years ago when she actually was applying to an open commission vacancy while she was the Democratic nominee. Now, with that being said, after the meeting, I immediately called Mr. Gessel, who was the one chosen, and I personally encouraged him and personally asked him to fulfill the term, to change his mind. While I appreciate their support for me as the Republican nominee, I think it's right to put Kanawha County above politics. And I encouraged him, and I will announce here that Mr. Gessel has agreed to kind of change his mind and will be serving as an interim commissioner for the next 4 months. I believe he will be swearing in sometime next week. I believe I talked to him last night and again this morning that he will be putting out a statement of some sort over the next few days to address all of this. But he has assured me that he will be taking the oath of office and serving the rest of former Commissioner Wheeler's term.
So, I mean, and I don't want you to speak for Mr. Gessel, and he's welcome on the show, as is, and we will have Commissioner Tennant. I talked to Commissioner Tennant last night, and we're trying to work out the schedule so she can be on the show as well, because I like to give everybody an opportunity to speak. But what was it, in your opinion, that changed? And again, I know you can't speak for Austin Gessel, I get that, but what was it that changed?
I think that Austin, as well as a multitude of Republicans, independents, and candidly Democrats. I've had a lot of Democrats when the first motion was made to appoint me felt that was wrong, that I was selected by Republican voters, that it only made sense. I think that Austin felt that I should have been appointed, and that that may be why he did what he did. I don't know. Not Austin. I'm not here to say, but what candidly I believe changed his mind is when I spoke to him. I said, Austin, Kanawha County deserves better than politics right now, partisan politics being played, and I support you as the commission, the interim commissioner. I look forward to working with you, and candidly, I think you will do a good job serving in that role. And he assured me that he gives me his full support for the general election. And I think that really me asking him and encouraging him to do it is something that may have changed his mind. Obviously, I can't speak for him.
Yeah.
I know Austin. He's a St. Albans guy. All of us know one another somehow.
And again, I do want to say that it had to be somebody from that district.
Magisterial District 3 and 4. That is 110%. It could not be just, and that was I'm glad you bring that up because people were saying, it could be anywhere. That's not how that's county commissions across West Virginia. They are based off of magisterial districts. It's not just, anybody from any given county.
It's got to be from that magisterial district, and it has to be of the same party.
Correct. Yes. Correct. And I want to also commend.
And he'll be the only Republican. If he does decide to take this, he will be the only Republican in the county commission because Salango and Ms. Tennant are both Democrats.
Correct.
And if you are elected, and I want to again state for the record, you do have Democratic opposition.
Yes.
If you are elected, then you would be the only. So you'd be one Republican against two Democrats. It will be that if Mr. Gessel decides to take the position.
That is correct. And I want to say publicly, I want to thank the Kanawha County Republican Executive Committee. This whole thing was kind of unprecedented. And I think the Kanawha County Republican Executive Committee did great work trying to get all this. We never had to do this. And I say we. I'm not on the Kanawha County Republican Executive Camp because I'm still certified municipal judge due to ethics issues there. But they really took the ball quickly. They did interviews. I believe all candidates were asked the same set of questions. It was done at a reasonable time, and I just want to commend them publicly for all the hard work they have done with this, and the county commission. This isn't easy for the county commissioners. It's not easy for the staff trying to work through this. And so, yes, I want to give both the county commission and the Kanawha County Republican Executive Committee a shout out.
Well, and again, Kanawha County being the largest county, in the state, and we've had fine county commissioners. We have fine county commissioners now. I think that it's very important that we get the position filled.
Yeah,
I do.
Absolutely,
I
110%. And that's my philosophy is, yes, I applied for it initially, and it was nominated, and it was not seconded. And then I went through the application process as the other four people did with the Kanawha County Republican Executive Committee. I didn't get it. That's the will of the commission, and it's time to put that aside and let's get somebody in there. Austin is someone who is a go-getter, and I think will work very hard, and I think he will work well in the commission. And I want to say too, even if I would have been appointed, I would have to win in November.
Yeah.
And that's the focus. That's my focus been this entire time. And sure, I would have liked to have already got on the ground and started working for Kanawha County. But at the end of the day, my focus is on November and winning the election. And that's something that, last Saturday was a gauntlet. I was at Marmet for a ribbon cutting, ended up at Clendenin, Elkview, St. Albans, Sissonville, Charleston, all in one day. It was a gauntlet. But I enjoy talking to people all across Kanawha County of all walks of life, all parties. And, I look forward to working for all of them. And I think our campaign is growing. I think our campaign is growing strength. While there's a few people out attacking, that's okay. And, that shows we're doing the right thing. And, I promise, I've said it from last October when I announced this endeavor, that I'm always going to do the right thing for Kanawha County. I'm not a dirty person. I'm a straight shooter. I'm not a dirty campaigner. And I just want to talk about my future, or what my vision is for the future of Kanawha County.
Talking to Jared Page. Energy demand is rising fast. A meeting that starts right here in West Virginia with more than 75 years of experience. TC Energy proudly operates a 2,300-mile Columbia gas transmission system, investing in local communities, supporting jobs, and helping deliver the reliable natural gas that powers homes, businesses, and industries across the state. Because when West Virginia grows, America grows. TC Energy. Energy Connected. Learn more at tcenergy.com. I don't know if you want to comment on this or not, but there was a little bit of online chatter. I think it was last weekend, something to have to do with some signs or something like it. Do you want to get into that?
I released a statement on social media regarding that. That was done by Commissioner Tennant's husband in the Elk River.
Let me kind of set it up here. There was some questions about some signs, and we have this in every election, no matter where it is. Where
yes.
Some people have questions about your signs being placed in front of someone else's.
Yes,
or something.
Yes, and all I can say is I'll say number one, Kanawha County has much more important issues than to be dealing with a sign war. Number one, and but I did release a statement because my campaign was being attacked by Commissioner Tennant's husband, stating that I placed a sign in front of my opponents. Number one, I didn't place that sign, and it was right in front of Delegate Dean Jeffries' insurance agency. He placed it for me. He obtained permission from the property owner. My opponent did not, and he placed it, and I trust Dean Jeffries to not intentionally block anybody's sign. I've known Dean Jeffries for a long time. He's a good Christian man. He would never do that intentionally, and my campaign will never do anything like that. It will never, like I said, there's way more important things than sign wars. I don't care about sign placements. We all know signs don't win elections, but that's really all I'll say on it. It's been resolved. I've spoken to my opponent about it. He and I had a good conversation about it last night. So. All
right, Jared Page, we got to leave it there. I appreciate you joining us. And again, we'll have anybody else that's involved in all this. I do want to have Commissioner Tennant on the show. I know Commissioner Salango is going to be on the show on Monday. So appreciate you being here, man. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. And go Red Dragons against Commissioner Salango's alma mater, Shady Springs, tonight.
All right.
So have a good day.
All right, Talk Line coming up at the 10:06. I'll be back later today at noon with Metro News at midday. Till then, have fun and love somebody.
WCHS AM 96.5 FM Charleston and 104.5 Cross Lanes, a WVRC media station. We're proud to live here too.